And one more thing, I would like to say, mga fans ng Tanya Markova, you guys are immature. Super immature, man. I'm not being biased against any artist here, but yung fan base nyo, Tanya Markova, are a bunch of grown ups, adults that are tickling their bullshit minds about talking issues and being homophobic. Tanya Markova fans, you guys are a bunch of, you know, immature pieces of shit. And then Ben and Ben fan base, or yung fan base ng Ben and Ben, you guys are not thinking outside of the box. And you're just seeing the heroes that they are. You know, use your critical thinking. Hindi naman porket na-touch ka dun sa song or dahil nakaka-relate ka sa music ng mga idols mo doesn't mean you need to have doesn't mean that you need to put them in their pedestal or on a pedestal where they're not humans, that they do not commit specific, alam mo yun, issues. They're still humans, kumbaga. Hey everybody, welcome back to another In My Honest Opinion episode. So this time, gagatasan natin ang current issue. Well, today is August 21st, and at the time of this recording, medyo mainit pa yung issue ni, correct me if I'm wrong sa pronunciation si Diwata, si Ben and Ben, and of course, Tanya Markova. And I want to shed light on this because as an artist, kumbaga, I'm pretty sure na nangyari na sa marami at sa lahat tong issue na to about sa mga singitan, about sa mga hindi nagkakatamang lineup, kumbaga hindi nagkakasunod-sunod na lineup. Or ano ba yung tamang term? Kumbaga parang hindi siya nag-correct. And then probably let's deep dive. So what's gonna happen is that we're going to deep dive on first yung issue ng Tanya Markova with Ben and Ben, and then yung current issue right now with Diwata. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I hope I'm doing it right. But before that, before we move on, I just want to announce that I now have a Facebook group. So the Facebook group is called hold on, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Mga Friends and Family Usapang Musiko with Irvin Basana. Now, the main reason why I created the group is to have as of the moment and until the 23rd, it's a public page or it's a public group. But after August 23, it's gonna be a private group because I want it to be a tight-knit and closed community of people that has the same interests as me. Kumbaga, the idea of the group is to have a conversation about certain topics, about, you know, music, about philosophy, about yung mga usual na mga pinag-uusapan ko. And at the same time, I want to make sure that lumalaki rin yung yung audience natin. And honestly, I want to make sure to have, you know, some kind of not really salary pero kita around the podcast. And I hope that, and I believe that creating a Facebook group is the right path to do it. I'm against asking for like membership opportunities na para magbibigay kayo ng monthly or yearly na payments. I don't like that. If you want to be part of the group, right now until the 23rd of August, probably around 5 p.m. You can join freely. Wala pa kayong kailangan sagutan. Pero after August 23, which is Friday, probably yeah, Friday afternoon is you need to answer a couple of questions in order for you to join. So the group is consisting of people that are I can't say that it's more of like supporters because what happened is that to be honest I'm not really sure what I'm I'm doing when it comes to creating the group. Nakita ko lang I'm just researching because you know it's part of as a podcaster it's part of it that you need to research on how to grow your podcast and one thing is creating a group or a what do you call this? Yeah, a group behind it, just to talk about the topic. And I'm not really sure how to how to navigate it. I just added a couple of things. Took me like around 2 hours to 3 hours to figure shit out. But I believe I'm in the right direction. Kumbaga, I'm always backwards when it comes to doing things. I try to be the type of guy, the on the go type of guy, and then I'll just figure it out later. I'm pretty sure that you guys are aware of that. So that's what happened. So mostly of the people that are in the group are friends of mine on my Facebook page and on my personal Facebook and then yung mga followers din dun sa page ng Irvin Basana. So if you're interested and if you want to join that community, again, the good thing about that is that we have freedom of speech in there. We are always, I hope that we're always courteous. Tama ba yung term? Basta ganon, we're always respectable with our opinions and kumbaga, knowing me, I'm pretty sure that you guys will not be deemed kumbaga parang ano ba tawag doon wrong with how you view things. Kumbaga, I like having a conversation. I like talking about stuff. And if you want that as well, that's the perfect place for you. So again, right now, once this podcast has been published until the 23rd, make sure that you join the group. It will be available dun sa description ng Spotify, ng podcast, ng YouTube, sa YouTube. Sa description na itong episode na to, it will be available sa Spotify, sa YouTube. I will be promoting it until the 23rd kasi by the 24th onwards, magiging private na siya and you need to answer a couple of things before you can enter. And alam mo yun, as a group, you need to be approved pa and all that stuff. So, yeah, again, once again, you can join and please join mga friends and family Usapang Musiko with Irvin Basana. Link of the group will be in the description. And another thing, maraming salamat sa mga listeners. We're already now, as of the moment, upon checking on Spotify, we are now 56,000 strong. So we now have, well, I now have 56 followers on Spotify. Diba? Kumaga parang after probably 2 months and without any ads, anything, just, alam mo yun, just play lang ng play ng mga kung ano-ano. Kumbaga, upload ng podcast. We are now 55,000 strong. So again, maraming salamat, Team Spotify, for listening. And again, to Spotify, you can always comment. You can always use the polls that I post. And then on YouTube, you can follow me as well on YouTube. And lastly, since I want to make sure that the podcast will keep going. Again, I'm not a fan of asking for membership sa mga alam mo yun, sa mga premium members ng podcast, but I will open my lines to donations. So moving forward, I will be adding my GCash account. If you're in the Philippines, you can send me anything, to be honest. You can send me anything to GCash or if you're outside of the Philippines, or if you have money on PayPal, my PayPal link will be in there as well. So again, it's just pure donation. I'm not gonna push you guys into it, and probably this will be the last time that I'll be talking about donation. So if you like it, and again, this is very clear, if you like the episodes, the topics, the conversations that we're having, and if you want to support the podcast, you can donate. Yun na lang. Kasi I'm a firm believer that your money should be yours, and what I'm aiming for is yung mga sponsors talaga, yung mga big brands that will sponsor with artists or content creators. Kahit napakabaduy ng term na content creator, but that's, I feel like that's the drive that we're in right now. Pero yun nga yung mangyayari. So again, if you have an extra buck or bucks, you can donate to the podcast, and I promise this will be the last time that I will be talking about it. And what's gonna happen is that the podcast, or yung mga makukuha ang mga donations, will be malalagay siya doon sa pag-upgrade ng equipment, pag to better the show, and probably once we have sponsors, makakatulong din siya with helping out. Kumbaga, kasi I'm planning, here's my thing. I can't handle a community. I don't know if I still have time, if I have time to do it. Kaya if you are listening and you want to be part of, or if you want to moderate, or if you want to be admin of yung Facebook group na mga friends and family Usapang Musika with Irvin Bisana, please let me know. PM me sa page, send me an email or anything. Just reach out and then let's talk about it. So yeah. So let's get on with it. So first things first, let me just do a quick intro. So going back, or let's deep dive on this. So kwento ko lang saglit. Actually, hindi ko na nga kukwento eh. May papanoorin tayong mga clips, may mga babasahin tayong mga statements, and then probably on the last part, I'll just, give my honest opinion about it. Kumbaga, since this is the In My Honest Opinion episode. So first things first, let's start from the beginning. So ngayon, may papanoorin tayong clip from the Cool Pals. Of course, may idols. Yan, hindi naman pala narinig yung background. So may papanoorin tayong clip sa the Cool Pals, and so that we can have an idea of what happened during the Kamanava Festival way back nung campaign ni Lenny for presidential. So let me just share my screen and find that clip. Wait lang ah. Kasi I'm not prepared. Okay, ito. Sige. Papanoorin natin to. Medyo maikling clip lang. Tapos, I just wanna give a huge shout out din sa Rock United Philippines. Maraming salamat mga kaibigan for creating this clip, for everyone to have a context of what happened. So let me share my screen, and then let's talk about it. Oh, so kailangan nga tabla. Okay. Okay, there. Sige, panoorin natin to, and then let's so basically, this is the Tanya Markova side of what happened during the Kamanava concert, yung singitan portion na nangyari with Ben and Ben. So let's watch.
Sino ba yung mga bandang sikat, yung mga Ben and Ben?
Uy, walang bad words. Walang bad words.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Kaya na, magva-viral na yung episode ngayon.
Alak pa.
Ayun, sikat na sikat yun. Kasi
Kaya ba nilang
kasama
ilagay?
sila sa maraming music festivals,
Oo.
maraming gigs. Commercials.
Sponsoran sila ng Uniqlo.
Yes, endorsements.
Bawal pala magsabi ng brand.
Head and Shoulders, di ba sila?
Ewan ko.
Oo, nakita ko
mall.
mismo sa mall.
meron sila
Pinanood ko
commercial
talaga.
Yung ba yung ano, pag nakatalikod, kala mo babae, pag harap, Ben. Ganun ba?
Tarantado talaga.
Yun, parang ganun, sir. Sa amin kasi, hindi na mahalaga yung ano eh, yung fame eh. Parang para sa amin, yung dream ng mga bawat musikero na magpunta ng US, nakapunta na kami, check.
Oo nga, Disneyland.
Tumugtog sa isang music festival, check. Makapag-record ng album, check. Parang para sa amin, hindi na kami naghahangad ng yung ganung level ng kasikatan. Mas okay na kami na
Masustain lang eh.
Masustain lang. Yung parang hangin, di mo nakikita pero nandyan lang.
Oo.
Naglabas tayo.
Ayun nga, yung nangyari sa Kamanava, sa Ben and Ben, ay
Presscon ba to? Presscon.
Wag, susugurin tayo ng
Leon,
LGBTQ.
ikwento natin. Ito, hindi pa natin to kinaklaro sa kahit saang gig at sa Facebook. Exclusive dito sa The Cool Pulse. Ang nangyari kasi, pang 24th band kami, pang 25th sila. As in, may Manila paper kayong makikita, nandun talaga yung mga lineup ng mga banda, kung saang stage at kung sinong band. So, nung sinabihan na kami ng organizer, medyo chaos na yung nangyayari talaga dun sa Kamanava kasi di ko lang kung sino yung nag-extend eh. May na-extend na nagkaroon ng talk yung isang politician. Na-extend siya na na-extend. So, nausog din yung mga banda. Eh, ngayon, may mga lagari din yung iba eh. Tapos, kanina pa naghihintay. Kami, 5 p.m. nandun na kami. Nakasala kami ng 2 a.m. yata. So, sobrang tagal yung inintay namin. May isang beses doon na tinawagan kami ng organizer. Pinapunta na kami doon sa backstage. Nakita namin nakasampay yung Ben and Ben. Sabi namin, teka, pang 25th sila. 24th tayo. Nasa 17 pa lang dapat. So, ang laki nung tinalon. Yung ibang banda rin, nakita namin, nagre-reklamo na rin. Even Mayo, kasabay namin eh. Nauna nga silang nag-back out eh. Kaya nung nalaman namin na wala na, hindi na maglalast yung Mayo, tayo talaga. So, ganun yung nangyari. So, hindi namin alam kung ano yung internal problem nila. So, after nun, kumalat yung issue sa social media, nababash na rin kami. Ang ginawa siguro ng Office of the Vice President ay nag-set up siya ng Zoom meeting kasama ang Ben and Ben. So, ako, si Norma Love, si manager namin, and then yung managers nila, at silang buong banda, nasa van sila. Kausap nila kami, papunta yata sila ng Bicol yata with Sponge Cola. So, papunta silang airport. So, habang kausap namin sila sa Zoom meeting yun, sinasabi namin yung side namin. Ito yung side nila, guys. So, huwag kayong magalit sa kanila. Sinadya talaga nila yun. De, joke lang.
Hanggang
Sa susunod! Tinapos natin. Huwag mo na tapusin.
Huwag niyong i-blip. De, joke lang. Okay, well, ang nangyari, nag-explain sila. So, sila pala ay nasa van lang the whole time. Tapos, syempre, wala silang alam sa nangyayari sa loob. So, tinawag na lang sila kung sino man yung manager nila, kung manager ba nila or kung RM nila yung sumundo sa kanila, tapos sampa na kayo sa stage. So, yun. Sumampa sila sa stage. Siguro, akala nila, sila na nga yung last band. So, tinanggap namin yun. Tinanggap namin yung dahilan na yun. Pero, bakit kayo magsasalita ng suportahan natin yung mga susunod na banda? Kung hindi nyo alam na kayo pala yung last. Ay, kung alam nyo na kayo pala yung last.
Sinungaling.
So, ayun. Ganun yung nangyari.
Ganun yung reaction, ganyan. Sinungaling. Oo.
Pero, naayos na namin eh. Para lang matapos yung issue. Mahirap sila kalaban, sir. Sikat sila eh.
Tsaka mas marami sila sa inyo.
Tanya Marcova, Ben and Ben.
Oo nga, mas marami sila.
Oo eh.
Pupukpukin kayo ng violin.
No, ang ginawa lang naman namin ay tumindig kami para sa mga ibang musikerong nasaktan. nangyayari talaga yung singitan, hindi lang sa tugtugan, sa mga
Sa mga
performances
quotes,
din.
simple
no?
quotes din, di ba?
So kung hindi kayo papalag, edi masaya kayo, walang problema sa buhay nyo, di ba?
Yung overtime
Yun nga
sa
lang.
set, nangyayari din yun.
Overtime?
Oo.
Mahilig kami dyan, sir. Yes. Oh. Pero yung ano kinakausap namin yung production, yung bar. Pwede ba kami hanggang ganitong oras? Makapayag naman.
Kung magsasapakan,
Sino?
sino ang kaya mo? Si Ben o si Ben?
Parang wrestler yung dalawa eh, no? Bushwhackers.
Hypothetical lang naman. Parehas payat na ngayon eh.
Di ako nananapak ng...
Cheers muna! Cheers muna! Beer pa!
Hindi ako nananapak ng banda.
Yan,
Sinabi ko,
tama.
guys. Read my lips.
Parang Rafi Tulfo lang.
Ayun lang. Parang okay na kami doon sa dahilan niya. Hindi naman talaga nila kasalanan. Yun lang yung rebuttal namin doon sa argument nila or sa ano nila. sa
Anong binabas sa
dahilan.
inyo?
Sino ba yung mga yan? Yun yung numero 1. Sino ba yung mga yan? Well, kami lang naman yung bandang pumalag sa Ben and Ben kasi walang gustong may gumawa. Parang ganun lang yung
Napakan yung tour guide.
Preskon ng laban eh.
pero ang ending pa nga ng Zoom meeting namin, sabi, uy, jam tayo soon, ha?
Sige.
So, yun yung clip ng... Hey, let me stop sharing. Okay. So, yun yung clip ng Ben and Ben and Tanya Markova sa isang episode ng The Cool Pals about dun sa issue sa Kamanava concert. So, I think napakalinaw naman nung context behind it. So, what happened is that si Tanya Markova is pang 24 and si Ben and Ben pang 25. And for some reason, 17 pa lang, Ben and Ben na. So, again, I'll just pause my thoughts about it, probably put it later on. Now, what happened is, Ben and Ben, just to give you guys context, I'm pretty sure naman alam niyo yung context around it. So, yun nga, nagkakaroon na nga ng both sides, conversations about both sides. And Ben was quiet about it. Which, kumbaga, if it's just going to be me, I agree. They don't need to... Okay, let me just clear things out. I'm not gonna be biased towards Tanya Markova, Ben and Ben, or Diwata, or Effie, or anyone. I'm just trying to be in the middle and just to give context and to probably get something out of it. Kasi gusto ko talaga silang kataasan. Kasi malay mo, di ba, magkaroon tayo ng magandang engagement about it. Pero the truth about it is that I'm not gonna be biased about it. Kasi I don't want to spoil everything. Pero I feel like there's always a disconnect with everything. Based dun sa kwento ni Tanya Markova, bakit sila nandun sa side or dun sa backstage kung pang 17 pa lang? So meaning, if wala si Ben and Ben, is there a possibility na baka mamaya sila na isasalang kahit nasa 17th slot pa lang? So ano yung pwedeng maging narrative about it? Are we going to have the same conversation right now kung nauna si Tanya Markova and then sumunod si Ben and Ben pero hindi pa talaga nila time slot? Or, here's my thoughts about it. Medyo na butthurt lang ba talaga si Tanya Markova given na pareho naman talaga silang sisingit dun sa Kamanava Festival or sa Kamanava concert na lineup? Kasi I'm pretty sure you guys heard it. Pang 17 pa lang, nasa backstage na sila. The question is, ba't nandun sila sa backstage? Ibig sabihin, they're ready to perform even though it's not yet the 24th slot. But again, there's a benefit of a doubt. There's the benefit of the doubt to it. Kasi marami na nga nag-back out. Marami nang umalis. Yun nga, sabi niya nga, umalis na ang mayonnaise dahil nga sobrang tagal na, marami nag-extend. Which is probably, it's normal naman with festivals and yung mga malalaking mga lineups. As an artist, naranasan ko na before na mausog ng mausog, masingitan ng masingitan kasi may mga nag-extend, may mga, kunyari, yung ibang banda na naka-line up ng second, third, or fourth, biglang mamamove sila sa dulo kasi nga wala pa yung iba nilang members for some reason. It's a reason. I don't know kung sinasadya ba nila kasi ayaw nila yung slot nila or talagang dahil nga may prior commitments. There's always the benefit of the doubt. Now, that's my short take on that clip. Now let's move on to what happened recently. By the way pala, sorry, maraming salamat Rock United Philippines for the clip, the Cool Pals sa clip na yon. I tried finding yung statement ni Diwata. Honestly, I tried. Pero hindi ko siya mahanap actually. Let me see. Let me try looking for it again. Let me try. Pero wala na. Yeah. Wala na yung statement na nilabas niya. Kasi what happened is that, just to give you guys context, there was a FEU concert, I'm not really sure, FEU Diliman event that happened a couple of days ago. And then what happened is that naglabas si Diwata ng statement na hindi siya nakapag-perform. And she didn't mention any names or anything. Again, just in-explain ko lang based on how I understood it kasi hindi ko talaga mahanap siya. I feel like talagang tinanggal na lahat. And what happened is that parang may nag-comment or something na parang sabi dun is na Tanya Markova effects ako ba eh. And another comment suggesting na dahil sa Ben and Ben kaya hindi siya nakapag-perform is parang someone from her team replied to a comment. So parang may nagtanong na anong nangyari or something. Again, don't quote me on it. Kumbaga parang nakita ko lang siya. And sorry, hindi ko siya na-save kasi I was not really thinking of talking about this. Then parang may ginawa siyang GIF or may inattach siyang GIF dun sa comment. And then yung GIF na yun si Ben 10. So kumbaga parang there was this automatic click na okay, nasingitan na naman sila. This is the second time around na nangyari yon on a specific time na nandun si Ben and Ben. And what happened is naglabas si Ben and Ben ng statement. So let me share my screen and then let's read yung mga statement na nilabas nila. Let's start with the statement na sobrang tagal na. I'm not really sure. Here's my thing eh. I'm not really sure why they just released it today or alam mo yun, after a few years. Kasi correct me if I'm wrong, the Kamanava issue is like 2 years ago. I don't know. A year ago. It's not months ago. It's not days ago. It's not weeks ago. It's years ago. So let's read yung statement na nilabas nila. So naglabas si Ben and Ben or management ng Ben and Ben ng statement about first on the Tanya Markova issue. So let's read it and then let's decipher it. So we would like to put an end to the accusation constantly being made, further insinuated by a guesting of Tanya Markova on the podcast of Cool Pals. It was never the intention nor the action of the band nor the band's management to sideline other artists during the Kamanava Grand Rally. It was the responsibility of the organizers to take accountability for the logistical mishaps of the said event. The band itself was also a victim of the unforeseen delays. As with Tanya Markova, Markova and the other groups. This is indicated in the full message that we have sent to the management of Tanya Markova and other involved parties back in 2022. Today, it's 2024. Nonetheless, as early as the next few days after the event, the band had gone to the extent of scheduling a meeting with the parties involved and apologizing on behalf of the organizers. Even if the band had no decision-making authority in the sequence of events, the band had taken the extra steps of reaching out not only to Tanya Markova but to all other affected performers, even if it was the responsibility of the organizers of the event to own up and be accountable. We have screenshots and receipts as proof of this. Furthermore, we condemn the use of homophobic slur as a means of insult and discrimination. In all this, we hope this finally brings truth out and holds the right parties accountable. Now, my question is, why now? It has been 2 years. Kumbaga, sobrang hinog na ng issue. So I'm sorry for the term. Sobrang hinog na ng issue, but bakit ngayon lang sila naglabas ng statement? Well, I understand. Ito nga, I'm going back to my principle earlier that they don't need, here's my thing, they don't need to provide a public apology because it didn't affect anyone on their day-to-day lives. Kumbaga, it was a gig, it was a banter between bands, between the performers, and a public apology is not needed. Na para bang sabihin nila na I'm sorry, ipopost pa nila, ilalabas pa nila yung mga statements about like I'm sorry, blah 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 and bullshit. Pero the question is, why now? Bakit ngayon lang? And why are you doing these steps? Well, the main reason is because what happened is that, yun nga, they were accused of doing the same thing with Diwata. So let's read the statement naman na ginawa nila about the FEU Diliman event. Okay. So this is the continuation and probably the reason as to why they provided the statement first with the Tanya Markova issue and then ito nga sa FEU. For years, we have chosen not to speak. We have chosen not to speak on the issue of the ban being the cause of other performers not being able to perform on certain events. This has caused the band to be dragged left and right with baseless accusations and malign statements. This being an attack on the band's integrity and an injustice for all those who support the band's music and message. We have decided to end this issue once and for all. The band performed in an event in FEU Diliman last August 17. It was communicated to the band's on-ground team earlier in the day that there had been delays at the event. Upon learning about this, the management had been in constant communication with the organizers of said event. And at all times, the management of the band clearly expressed that it is a priority to ensure that the event goes as planned and all performers are able to perform as we have always done in the past. As such, the band will be on standby and adjust to any changes in order to fulfill this. We would like to clarify that in all events that the band performs in, it is the event organizer's prerogative as to the decisions surrounding the event. But knowingly so, to be able to protect the rights of fellow artists and as a proactive measure, the band's management has decided to include in the contract the stipulation that the band will only agree to perform if the program of events is followed and no artist performance gets canceled or moved around. In the event that there are unforeseen delays, the band's management will take the necessary steps in communicating with the organizers to ensure that no artist gets sidelined. We will not take this issue sitting down any longer. We believe it is important to bring truth to the matter like this and hold the proper entities accountable for these untoward incidents. Okay. Well, that's good. Yun lang ba yun? Ito pala, sorry. And so it was heartbreaking on the band's end to learn that in spite of all these preventive measures and constant communication, Iwata, an artist that the band admires and has long been a fan of, was unable to perform as decided upon by the event organizers. Again, the key word is decided upon. In these instances, it has always been a tough challenge on the management's end to balance our professional obligations to the organizers of the events we perform in, while ensuring that the band's fellow artists are able to perform at their agreed performance time and space. Though delays in events are unavoidable, our management exercises whichever help is needed to ensure that no artist is dropped out of the program for whatsoever reason. The band has always been passionate about fighting for artists' rights and even always being willing to accommodate to uncertainty, and we will continue to do so. Okay, so that was their statement. And what happened is, alam ko, naglabas din si Diwata ng statement. Ooh. Well, let me look at it. Para ano tayo, dire-diretso tayo, papakita ko na sa inyo, wala nang stop sharing. Okay. Sabi ni Diwata, ito na lang yung available doon kasi nawala na yung post niya. I don't know, for some reason, literal na nawala na talaga. Wala na talaga, yeah. Sabi niya, we kindly ask everyone to refrain from mentioning any artists as this is getting out of hand. The responsibility for what happened lies with the organizers and they should be the ones to address it. Thank you for understanding. And one more thing, let me share and let's read. Ano ba yun? FEU. Let's read yung pinaka-statement na nilabas ni FEU about the issue. Let's find it. Hindi ko na mahanap siya. Wala na. Nasaan na yun? Ba't nagtanggal din sila? Ba't naman sila nagtatanggal? A few statement. Ben and Ben. Wala na rin. Ano na rin siya? Natanggal na rin siya, man. Kasi I believe I was reading it yesterday. And parang they, for some reason, from what I understand, they said, yeah, kami yung responsible for what happened and Ben doesn't have a say in it, kumbaga. Pero yeah, that's the story behind the issue. And okay, so let's uncover that. Let's start with the Tanya Markova and Ben issue. Few things. Again, I'm not gonna give you guys any answers. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts and my understanding and probably, you know, a different side, hopefully different perspective of the issue. Number one is, why do you have to drag out Ben into a conversation na you have control over? Kumbaga, yun yung feeling ko is sa mga factors that I didn't like about what happened dun sa Cool Pals na conversation or yung guesting nila. Yeah, I know it will help everyone out, especially if it's like a public issue. Kasi it's a public issue. Kumbaga, publicity, bad publicity, good publicity, still publicity. But, you know, you can always talk about the issue normally, kumbaga, without any banters or whatsoever. Pero kasi there's a homophobic slur about it. Kasi yung, kumbaga, kung re-review niyo yung sinabi nung vocalist, I don't know, si Iwa Motors ata yun. Sabi niya, read my lips, tapos parang binanggit niya na bakla. Kumbaga, there's a homophobic slur about it, which is not cool. Kumbaga, yeah, I mean, I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for saying your truth and expressing your opinions, regardless of how, alam mo yun, how distorted it is. Pero if it's already an ad hominem, I'm not really sure if I'm saying it correctly or if I'm relating it correctly. If it's already an ad hominem attack, then no, it's like, you know, you're taking it personally and you're milking it to make sure that you get, alam mo yun, the recognition that you can. Kasi ito na lang yung different side of the conversation. Based on sa kwento ni Iwa Motors, I'm not really sure if that's his correct name or stage name. Pinapunta na sila sa backstage even though it's not their time yet. It's the 17th slot and nakita nila yung Ben and Ben performing already. So, what does that mean? Meaning na, ano yun, isisingit din sila. Tapos, nagalit sila kasi yung plan na isingit sila, may nauna pang sumingit sa kanila. And they became crybabies because of it. Even though they're going to do the same thing. I don't know. Again, the benefit of the doubt, probably sila na talaga yung nag-last. Sila na talaga yung, kumbaga, out of 25 bands, natanggal na yung mga the remaining and then nag-down na lang sila sa 17 and 18. I don't know. But again, what if we change the narrative? Nauna si Tanya Markova and then sumunod si Ben and Ben and then meron pa mga bandang sumunod. Are we going to hear the same conversation? That's the question. And another thing about that conversation nila after nung issue na yon, nag-usap daw sila sa van on the way to Bicol for a gig. And sinabi ni Ben and Ben, ng management of Ben and Ben, that they don't know. Pero sinabi nila doon na suportahan natin yung mga susunod na banda. So it contradicts the narrative na hindi nila alam kung may susunod pa ba sa kanila or anything. So meaning, they're lying. Alam nila na sumingit sila at alam nila na nauna talaga sila. Di ba? I don't know if it's, kasi ito naman sa akin minsan nakakalimutan natin na as an artist, especially if you're in the groove and if you've been doing it over and over again, makakalimutan, kumbaga yung mga sasabihin mo sa stage is already, kumbaga parang, what do you call this? Enrolled na or nakalagay na sa utak mo eh. Even though you're the last band, masasabihin mo na, supportan po natin lahat ng mga performers pang susunod. Pero hindi talaga eh. I don't know, hindi talaga. I never once in my years of performing and playing music, and never once, well, nagkakaroon ako ng errors, nakakalimutan ko lang, nga pala, kami na nga pala yung last band. Pero naalala ko agad yun kasi kami na nga yung last eh. So I'm pretty sure they are aware na sumingit sila. And I disagree with Kumbaga yung sinabi ni Iwa Motors sa tumitindig lang kami para sa mga bandang walang boses or anything. I don't know. Clearly nga sisingit din kayo eh. Nauna lang sila, mas malakas lang yung kapit nila. Kumbaga sinasabi mo nga, ito si Ben and Ben, ito kayo. Mas malakas yung kapit nila, kaya mas nauna silang sumingit. Tapos, well, clearly, I believe, and I don't know, benefit of the doubt, sisingit din kayo. Kung nauna kayong sumingit, tapos sila, I'm pretty sure this will not happen. Yung issue about the Kamanava rally, probably ibang bagay yung mapag-uusapan natin. Wait, hold on. Ayun. Sorry. Umulan na kasi dito. I'm 100% sure. Hindi makakome up yung issue about yung singitan na yon. Kasi you have your ego in check. Sisingit ka rin naman eh. Nauna lang yung iba. Tapos you made a big deal out of it. Paano kung kunyari gawin na natin ang naging narrative is nauna kayong sumingit even though it's the 17th slot or the 16th slot. Tapos nauna kayong sumingit tapos sumunod ang Ben and Ben. Then Ben and Ben nagreklamo na, oy, bakit naman sumingit ang mga to? Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. I'm just, basing it on the video that we saw both. Kumbaga sinabi nun, the exact term is pinapunta na sila sa backstage. Even though they know it's the 17th slot. So ano sa tingin niyo mangyayari doon? Nasa backstage na kayo, meron naman kayong mga band rooms. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Let me know in the comments. Now, doon naman sa issue ni Diwata and the Diwata, di ba? Diwata, tama, okay. Doon naman sa issue ni Diwata and ni Ben and Ben. Wala naman talaga, honestly, I feel like I'm wrong dun sa nakita ko na I'm not really sure if correct ba yung nakita ko na dahil meron lang nag-trigger na sinabi na Tanya Markova effects ako ba eh. Dun lang, I feel lang, dun lang umano yun eh. Nag-spark yung controversy nila. Kasi Ben and Ben already has an issue before. And if wala naman, I think, yeah, Diwata has the right to say whatever she wants, to express her thoughts about the issue. Kasi masakit nga naman talaga masingitan. Pero I think we already had the prejudice na, oh, baka Ben and Ben talaga gumawa nito kasi nandito rin sila eh. Nandyan sila eh. Tapos ganun din yung nangyari. Tapos nakita natin sa comment section, nag-confirm na Tanya Markova effects ako ba eh. So, kumbaga parang we jump from point A to point B and yun na yun. Again, I'm not protecting Ben and Ben. I'm just doing the benefit of the doubt. Kasi clearly, FEU said na it's their responsibility and it's the consequences of their decisions. And Ben cleared it out on their statement. So again, let's all put the benefit of the doubt na hindi talaga sumingit si Ben and Ben. Pero ang hirap nga namang isipin nun kasi nangyari na nga in the first place. Pero again, we cannot judge them based on what happened before. Kasi what if hindi naman talaga? Or what if talagang ginawa nila? We don't know. I don't give a shit if they did it or not. I can sleep well tonight or tomorrow morning knowing that it will not affect my life. that's me breaking the fourth wall on the issue. I can sleep thoroughly and soundly and it will not interrupt my day-to-day things. And yun naman, ito naman yung sa akin sa pero yun nga, going back, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like we cannot really resolve an issue if we don't have all of the proof or the receipts about it. They said that they have proof, they have receipts about what they did, pero hindi naman nila release. I don't know. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, guys. And lastly, Ben and Ben. I know that you guys, to be honest, my band Enjoy PH opened for you guys dito sa Kabuyo, Laguna. And your set is so magical. No words. It's just pure magic, man. It is, and it was pure magic. I'm not gonna taint your music and your skills. Pero siguro nga dahil nga sobrang laki nyo ng grupo, a lot of media outlets picked up the issue. Kumbaga, it's a good engagement, it's good for marketing, it's good for things. Kumbaga, they will definitely pick it up. I just have a few questions. One is why did you guys created or made a statement about both issues? And second is, well, I can answer that kasi syempre nasisira na yung pangalan nyo eh. Given, yeah. Kumbaga, the idea about it is that you have to fight for your right. Kumbaga, nasisira na yung pangalan mo. And of course, kailangan mo ipaglaban yung pangalan mo. Pero the idea is that if you didn't do it in the first place, why are you reacting to the specific issue? If you guys are clear and your conscience is good na wala kayong ginawa on both issues, why? I feel, I don't know, benefit of the doubt, I feel like this is a fight, this is one of your battles, but I feel like no. Let's just think about it. Let me give you a scenario. Let's say nasa tindahan ka, tapos bumili ka ng 50 pesos na, what do you call this, 50 pesos na worth of goods. Tapos, ang binigay mo ay 100, tapos hindi ka na sinukli. Let's sabihin na, bumili ka ng 20 pesos worth of goods, tapos ang binigay mo 50 pesos. Tapos hindi ka sinuklian. Of course, you will fight for it kasi syempre pera mo yan eh. Pero what if sakto lang naman talaga yung binigay mo? Bakit ka pa magrereklamo? What I'm saying is that if you guys didn't do it in the first place, and if your conscience is clear, and wala naman talaga dapat maging effect sa inyo to, then why talk about it in the first place? I feel like this is not crowd control. This is damage control. And you should fire your PR team. Kasi if you guys didn't do it, why create a scenario in a world where you guys are affected by it? Diba? Sabi nga nila, don't stoop on their level. But why did you stoop on their level? And why did you bank on the issue? Siguro, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. Again, wala naman talaga akong script, wala akong sobrang tinding analogy about certain issues. All I'm saying is that if you're not guilty about something, why are you talking about it? Kung hindi mo ginawa yung krimen, why are you affected by it? Even though a lot of people are suspecting that you did it. Do you still need to fight your ground? Or you just need to just shut the fuck up and let the people resolve its issue? I don't know. And one more thing I would like to say. Mga fans ng Tanya Markova, you guys are immature. Super immature, man. I'm not being biased against any artist here, but yung fan base nyo, Tanya Markova, are a bunch of grown ups, adults that are tickling their bullshit minds about talking issues and being homophobic. Again, there's always a time and place to air out your grievances or kumbaga ilabas mo yung comments mo, but adding an ad hominem attack to the people involved is just very low. I've talked about red pill and praxology and alam mo yun, breaking barriers, breaking stereotypes. And people that are in that community are not, homophobic. They're just being true. But you guys are really pushing the curve, man. Tapos yung mga fans naman ng Ben and Ben, you guys are not thinking well enough. Kumbaga, yeah, sure, they have good music. R. Kelly has good music. Michael Jackson has good music, but they're just, R. Kelly has a bunch of shit that he needs to figure out. Michael Jackson died, and he's they said he's a pedophile, but they have good music. Yun lang yung ano ko. Kumbaga parang that's my concern. And then lastly, let me talk about yung singitan na issue na yan. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say na hindi kami, yung banda ko didn't do that. I will say it 100%, ginawa na namin yun before. But with reason. Kasi yung iba sa amin, especially yung horny boys namin, has worked most of the time early in the morning. That's why we ask for an adjustment. Pero I'm not gonna be a hypocrite saying na hindi namin ginawa yun just because we want to maintain our slot. Especially if it's like a festival gig or marami talaga naka-line up. I'm not gonna be hypocritical with that. And I'm pretty sure that everyone, not just me, but all of the artists that I know, dumating na sa point na sumingit sila. Yeah. I'm not gonna give out any advice na wag kayo sumingit or anything because that's nature eh. That's natural eh. Kumbaga kailangan nyo talaga umuwi, that's fine. Kung kailangan nyo talagang, alam mo yun, gawin talaga yung mga bagay na gusto nyo gawin or talaga nagmamadali kayo umuwi kasi may gagawin pa kayo sa work, that's fine. Again, I'm not gonna give any advice. I think the best thing is to just communicate. Kumbaga yun lang. Communicate, and ito yung palagi ko sinasabi. As an artist, if you have a gig and nag-agree na kayo dito sa slot na to, adhere to it. Kasi lahat naman tayo may ginagawa eh. Kumbaga kung last minute na biglang na-adjust or anything, it's the organizer's responsibility to let the artists know. And to always ask for their favor. Okay lang ba sa inyo na mag-stick kayo dito sa slot na to? Or okay ba sa inyo ma-adjust na ng konti? If they're good with that, then sure. If not, then alam mo yun, yung organizer gumawa rin ng paraan. Kasi there's a slot that we're following. But again, hindi sa lahat ng oras yun. kumbaga, the main point here is that hindi natin mare-resolve yung issue ng singitan kung tayo mismo hindi nagiging disiplinado sa pagrespeto sa oras na binibigay natin or binigay natin sa mga performers or sa mga artists. If not just, let them know. Ask them if they're okay na ma-adjust. If biglang may sisingit pabalik, be firm. Kumbaga, sabihin mo na, hindi talaga pwede man eh. Sorry, kasi masira ako sa mga to. I remember yung conversation namin ni Sed about Sound of Silence. Na sinabi niya na, ako kasi mabait ako eh. Pero si Hazel talaga yung nagsasabi ng no. And that's better. Kumbaga. So yun lang naman. I think that's it. Again, I didn't really plan this. I just wanna, to be honest, I just wanna milk the cow and talk about it probably. So yeah, that is, in my honest opinion, Ben and Ben, Diwata, and Tanya Markova. Again, if you like the episode, you can follow me on Spotify, follow me on YouTube, follow me on my socials. Meron akong TikTok. I'm trying to upload yung mga clips dun sa TikTok from time to time for added engagement. And then I have Instagram and then Facebook. Natok ako dito sa episode na to kasi I feel like wala naman talaga ako makakontribute. I feel like parang sinabi ko lang yung piece ko and I just gave out my perspective and I hope na may napulot kayo, may na-pick up kayo dito sa episode na to. Again, join my group, mga friends and family, usapang musika with Irvin Basana. Link of that group will be in the description of this episode. And yun pala, may mga timestamps na rin tayo. So pwede kayo mag-skip para hindi kita ma-rin. So yun lang naman. Again, thank you so much guys. And I hope you guys have a great day, great night, or kung ano man ginagawa nyo ngayon. Thank you.